quick analysis for me.
Hello, hello, I'm KingsDecree, and this is, I'm probably already getting spoiled in the title. This is a perfect ezreal game, and one of the best I've ever had. It's really, look at that skin, it's just fantastic. That's the Pulsefire ezreal skin. It only cost me 30 bucks, ha ha ha, only 30, it was a bargain. Speaking of which, check it out. New ultimate skin coming in here pretty soon. They said there was a there was a Twitter comment that said the new ultimate skin is coming to a champion with fewer than 3 skins, A, and B has an A in the 4th slot of the name of an ability on that champion. And of course, the Reddit detectives got all over this case, and they found that there was about 10 or so champions that fit the bill. I think it was along the lines of like Skarner, Elise, Poppy, Vi, Diana, Vel'Koz, and maybe a couple others. And they were saying, right? Oh god, look at that. It looks so good. It looks so good, like, late game. But they were saying, like, the most likely champion for it to go on is someone like Diana, possibly.
Give me the coordinates.
Since she's a pretty popular character, she fits the bill. She did get a skin within a year, though, so I don't know. I hope it's not someone like Skarner or Poppy or Nautilus. Nautilus was the other one. Because then it's like, well, I don't ever use those champions, so why would I? It would be a better business decision to put the ultimate skin on someone who could use it, right? Boom. Look at this. I mean, just look at us. Look at me. Okay, right. So, damn, look at all that damage. I'm just like, look at him. He just flashes in there from that kill. It's just like, okay, so as I did a previous video with an ezreal game on it that I thought was perfect, but it turned out not being perfect, and I mentioned this game. And you'll never see that because I deleted the audio recording. But I was saying, right, that me and this NuNu, man, we are cut from the same cloth. We both wanted the same thing. I think he took maybe too many kills, but I mean, he's just so in their face, and I fucking love that. It's exactly what I want, especially when they're on red side, because it means we can really, they're at a disadvantage. They are at a disadvantage. They are at a disadvantage. That's it. You can't, they are. In terms of this 2v2 matchup, because of the camera control, they are at a disadvantage. And I'm definitely going to be showcasing that game next time I put a video up. Besides this one. Because fuck. Stupid voice crack. But it's something that really needs to be fixed, in my opinion. And you know, everyone's like, ooh, just load the camera, solves all your problems. In the video I showcased, I do have the camera unlocked, and I'm still at a disadvantage. Because it's just, oh, look at that. It's just, I mean, they flash out of there. Just like, it definitely doesn't help that those two guys aren't very good. Because the best way to counter our aggression is with your own aggression. And try to ignore that Fiora's chat logs. It's just ridiculous. See, they do try it, but we have so much damage coming out of there, and NuNu is not afraid to die. That when he retaliates and I retaliate, it's too much for them. We have a very but we have a very damage-based combo going on here. Ugh, God, the Fiora is just horrible. She does this all game. It's ridiculous. I mean, even when she's like, even when like she's down, that was a good snare. Even when she's down, like losing her lane. She's like, she's she's like, she's like, oh, you suck. I'm so much better than you are. This is a really weird comment by NuNu. He said, weak wards who want ganks. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's such a strange concept. And he's like, no. I've got an ult, right? We can take him. And I'm like, I don't know. But so far we've been winning, you know? That was such a whiff. I was hoping she would move to the right, because that's usually what they do. They move towards the bushes, towards the support, but she didn't do that. Great snare. Oh, but I mean, just like, we forced her to get out of there. And now we're going to be going down on this Morgana. I get exhausted, but that's nothing. That's nothing. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. I don't know, like, I wish I could have seen this in LoL replay, because I want to see what they're building. I mean, I'll be able to see it if I ever pull up the tab. But until then, I'm kind of stuck not really knowing all that much information, which is a big problem with showing in League of Legends needs an official replay. Seriously, it really do. Because the LoL replay just is just shit. It's absolute garbage. Ugh. I find it unusable. I'll try and get it working again here pretty soon. Because I really need... I just like having to record all my games just in case something big happens, like getting a perfect Deadpool game, right? See, I mean, look at this. Lucker, because he got a kill on her, and then he calls her a noob. It's just she calls him a noob. It's just ridiculous. But I'm hesitant about muting teammates just in case they have something important to say. They rarely do, but when they do, you know, need that important information. Boom, 100 hit damage, nothing. And he's like, we're going in there, we're getting this kill. He gets that kill on her, but then I just barely don't get that kill on her. But if I get enough experience, right? It may be too late though. Yeah. Yeah, I save it. That's disappointing. This NuNu already has 2 kills compared to my 0. To be fair, he's the one taking all the risks, so he should get the kills, I guess. Do I actually go back? Weird. Wait. Huh. I thought this was the game. This isn't going to be a repeat situation of last time. But I thought this was the game that I got Eternity Forest on my first back. And it was like before 10 minutes. Anyway, maybe that's it. No, maybe I get it really quickly, but maybe not as quickly as that, right? Because, yeah, I guess something like that. It's funny to see, like, how fast, how well you can do, how you can snowball. Just, like, even, not even, okay. But here comes Yarvon the 4th, and he doesn't know what he's getting into. He's just taking a crap load of damage. Oh, NuNu dies, but I pick up that kill on what's-her-face. I don't know how I got that one. Anyway, that's 2 kills for me. She flashes in there for no fucking reason. She has no backup. What is she doing? Oh! Didn't duck that, because I'm dumb. I'm so bad at sidestepping. They mentioned that in the LCS game. I'm not afraid. He's like, see it, Ezreal? We technically won that, but it was really dirty. We got rid of jungle pressure, and that's always good. You know, I'm not really a fan of the commando line of skins, but that one in particular is really nice. And she's just, I don't know why she's even hanging around that close when I'm around, you know. Boom, dead. Now it's a good trade, but that's only because she stuck around when she shouldn't have. That's why I'm kind of like hesitant about saying like, oh man, I'm the best. the best ever, right? Because they're obviously making some pretty bad mistakes. Like
Back now.
whenever Jarvan came in there, they didn't follow up. Not really, anyway. It was an afterthought for them to follow up, and it's just like, and Jarvan, he should have waited until maybe they had higher health and maybe a better situation to try and gank. But maybe they were like, oh, gank us, gank us, gank us. And then when he finally comes to gank, they weren't prepared and they weren't able to follow up.
What's their position?
Have we even had to gank this game? Who is our jungler? Warwick? Nope, we haven't had a gank all day. And we don't need it. We don't fucking need your gank. Get out of here, you bum. I mean, just look at this. Like, we're both so in sync. We're ready. Both of us to go in like at a moment's notice. I think it's fantastic. We try and play dumb here, right? We're like, oh, we don't, wait, yeah, we're like, oh, we don't know where the game's coming. Mouseahar, what is he even doing though? Seriously, there's two of us and only one of him, and he has no backup whatsoever. That was dumb. It was a dumb move. And then Fiora down there being a dickwad. Lucker, that's so dumb. Just because, it's so annoying. See, I'm not especially okay with that. I think we should have waited until we took down the turret instead. Boom, got that kill on her though. And I'm ready. She hops in there, but little does she know I'm in there, and I miss like everything. But I'm getting a ton of health. Oh, it's because I got healed. Or I healed, rather. It's funny how she jumped in there, right? And she's like, oh shit. She jumps back out. Or flashed, I forget. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I got the Trinity Force by 12 minutes. Which isn't like, oh my god, so amazing, right? But at the time, it was like, oh yeah. Here I am typing it. Relatively, it's really fast. I usually don't pick up a Trinity Force until the laning phase is over. Typically, we don't get like 4 kills, 3 assists. My CS team is still pretty shit, but it's getting. I'm working on it. My goal is to have the highest CS on my team, and then the other team. So the highest CS in the game. God, Fiora's so annoying. Wow, cheater. And we had to explain to her like how Mouseahar works. Mouseahar. It's annoying.
Give me the coordinates.
Aha, I got it before he did. What was her next comment? I think it was pretty funny. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Mountaine's like, yeah, it's kind of, core of my, character, but whatever. Fiora gets carried in this game, and she acts like she's the fucking shit. And I'm stuck between, like, I shouldn't be giving a flamer, an idiot publicity, right? But on the other hand, I'm like, this bitch should be called out on her shit. Boom! So, that was just really nice. Got both of those, picked them both up. And like the thing that angers me most is that she doesn't understand like the different classes of champions. Mount should not be 1v1ing a Fiora. That's not how it works. She's so dumb. A Ryze and a Warwick does not go up against a Fiora alone. Fiora is one of the best dueling champions in the game. I think Tryndamere edges out because he gets a free 6 seconds of kill time. Fucking hate Mountaine's little suppress shit. And she rubs it in that we're doing well in lane, but she's such a bitch. And I'm like, I need to say something because it's getting out of hand. But I was like, you know what? Just forget it. I'm not even going to deal with it. I think I do go back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do go back and say like, yo, man, just chill out. And she, of course, like, doesn't give a shit because she's a bitch.
An ally has been slain.
Which is a big problem.
Turret has
All
been
systems
destroyed.
charged.
Well, not really. Because I could have just muted her. I think part of me wanted to, like, hate her. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to continue listening to her and build up a hate. Because it feels good. It feels good to have a hate. It's a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. She's 2 and 4 and she's doing all this flaming. It's ridiculous. God. So yeah, it's definitely like, do you want to not give them publicity and like, or do you want to call them out on their shit? It's difficult to say. Because if they, it's really difficult. Because on one hand, you don't want to like, you know, raise the mini mob, right, with their pitchforks and all that. This was a real tricky situation because he's like, dude, don't leave.
Turning back now.
I think that's what he was saying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like, dude, don't leave. But I'm like, oh god, this is such a tricky situation because now they've got 3. I've used my escape. I'm getting suppressed. But oh man, that NuNu, he gets in there. He uses that ice bolt. And I'm so fucking close to that Warwick. He comes in there, saves my ass.
An enemy
That
has
was
been slain.
that Warwick, man. Oh my gosh. And I make mention of it, and it's mentioned multiple times over the match how like close that was that I didn't die because of him. Probably anyway. I don't know if maybe I gained enough distance.
I'll make my own future.
Well, I don't know. Did I? Because she has a rocket jump, and I have my blink, which is very similar,
An enemy
right?
has been slain.
But I don't know if it was enough to get away from her,
Grimdark
and that would have
future, huh?
ruined my perfect
Too
game.
easy.
I'm sitting here waiting for what's his face. I do want to get this Fjord fed just to make sure we win this game. You know, this was incredibly surprising, right? So I pick up both of these kills, and she says, "Good job." She says, "Good job," and I'm like, I thought you were gonna flame me to all hell, right?
Scanning for real threats.
Yeah.
None detected.
And then she's like, "Nope." No, wait, that was Warwick.
Target acquired.
And then she's like, "We're in range, you know?" It's just like the weirdest, like, for our team, right? She's like, "Oh yeah, sunshine and roses, I love you guys." Against the other team, she's just like a total fucking asshole. It's just weird. And I don't know what Morgana was thinking here, thinking she could take me.
Legendary.
Ezreal isn't the strongest attack damage carry, especially in this, like, what's his current status. But man, do I love his utility. Like, his just the overall package. Boom! Took that kill. And she says, "Good job again." I don't understand. It's like the weirdest thing. And one thing that I've definitely been noticing is like my attack moving is really terrible these days. And I love this little synchronization we got here. We both know what we're doing. And then we meet up. I love that. That was so great. Even though, Fiora, what a tricky character. We're pretty close to closing out the game here. It's 18-8. No doubt we're in a pretty high. Excuse me. Pretty high gold lead, which is unsurprising.
Sounds apocalyptic.
Considering I think we've gotten every dragon and all of our buffs every time, and Our CS thing's pretty good. Our kills are double. We have more turrets than we have by quite a lot, right? We're missing the top turret. They're missing. Wow. Okay. No, we're only up one turret. But that's gonna be changing here pretty soon. I don't understand why she's trying to get them to 1v1 her. That's like the dumbest thing. Especially if you're melee. She can just block it all, practically. I tried and help it out there a little bit, but oh, I actually hit it. Nice. Sniping with ezreal is like surprisingly difficult. It seems like Jinx's ult has maybe a wider range. Or we're taking someone's damage there. You can't trap me. You can't trap me. You can't trap the ezreal. The ezreal. And Fiora died again. Still flaming, of course, because, you know, that's who she is. You know, I've noticed, like, okay, so we had a Xin Zhao in our game the other day. And he was a jungler. I don't know what it is with Xin Zhao junglers. And I can't say that word right. And I'm not even gonna attempt to. I don't know what it is with Xin Zhao jungle junglers. Fucking hell. Jungle junglers. I don't know what it is with Xin Zhao junglers. But they always seem to be, like... They always seem to... like ignore the entire team or just be like threatened to leave the game multiple times.
All systems charged.
It's always the weirdest thing. It seems like maybe it's just like, oh, another Xin Zhao jungler that like sucks and is a, you know, toxic person, right? But it seems like it happens a whole lot more than any other jungler. It seems like it's almost always Xin Zhao. I wonder why that is. This is real tricky. This is real tricky. Am I gonna get out alive? Am I gonna get out alive? Oh, here comes Tristana. Am I gonna get out alive? Yeah, I am. I use a flash though, because I really don't want to die. Would you consider it cheating, right? That was just total whiff. Maybe it's just like the rocket seems bigger. I think I get. Okay, so would you consider this cheating, right? I pick up a Guardian Angel. If you go down with a Guardian Angel the first time, right? It doesn't count as a death. So I'm wondering if you would if you pick up a Guardian Angel, would it count as a perfect game? If you went down with it, anyway. If you went down with a Guardian Angel, would it count as a kill? Death, rather. I'm pretty sure I don't actually use it, so it's not a big deal. It was just a just in case. I really didn't want to die. And also, it helps, like, if they see that you have a Guardian Angel, they're less likely to target you and target someone else, like Fiora or Ryze. I don't understand why he's trying to chase me so much. I think that's pretty BS, because I'm pretty sure, like, it only operates out of a certain distance, you know? Like if you get out of the distance, you get out of it. So I think that's really lame. I think like maybe that's a bug or something, because I was trapped in it and I was still suppressed, but I was out of range, right? I don't know. That's really like that was pretty lame. Even though like nothing like bad came of it. It's still pretty annoying. Tristana, it's difficult to say if she was doing. Sorry. It's difficult to say if she was doing the right thing by farming up and trying to take turrets, because if she isn't fed, she's not going to be doing very much in team fights. She may be a hindrance more than she is helping them, right? But if she goes and applies split push, well, you can't really call it split push if no one else is pushing. But if she is trying to take a lane, she's not only farming minions, she's pushing the lane and she's taking turrets. which makes her more helpful in team fights, and it makes us want to go back to try and stop her, right? And I doubt the reason why we left is because she was pushing. I think it was more, we took a lot of objectives. Let's go back and, you know, finish it off. But still, there's something to be said about that. Because if she was at the base, would she have helped more than if she was pushing the lane? I think that she was helping more by pushing the lane, to be honest. And, I mean, look at Fiora. She's just... And Fiora is... God, Fiora. She doesn't even get the kill. And then she's gonna say something fucking assholey, you know. Yeah, like I said, can't 1v1. Smiley face. Fiora's ult takes no skill whatsoever, alright? It's press R and you dodge everything and you do a fuck ton of damage. That's not skill at all. She shouldn't be like, oh man, I'm so great if her ult is like that. And do I get a kill here? Nope, just barely. Maybe if I had Tristan then I would have. I really dislike Fiora players. You know, it seems like the majority of toxic players are on a couple characters. Like Fiora is a big one. Zinzao is one. I rarely see toxic support. That's pretty rare. Attack damage carries are typically just like are toxic towards like the jungler and the support, but typically not the entire team or the enemy team. Junglers typically aren't. They're typically the brunt of everyone's toxicity. I don't really see it too much on jungler. Top, definitely big one. Well, big one as in like the second most. But the biggest one is probably mid. The origin of most toxicity. And top. Maybe they're about equal. Because I know I see, like, I think I see it more. It's hard to say. I think I see it more in mid, but it's worse. Like the toxicity itself is worse on top. And that's it, folks. That's my perfect Ezreal game. I think I went like what, 11-0, 12-0, something like that. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Kind of a boring one, but I mean, what can you do? Thanks for watching.